Hello and welcome back to the another episode of Daily Quiz for IAS Prelims 2025. It is 28th September today, and in this video we are going to derive questions from these important articles which are on this slide, which are actually taken from the newspapers. If you are the first time visitor of this channel, then let me introduce this initiative to you guys. Every day we discuss three types of questions in this video. The first set of questions is from the current affairs. We take up the most important articles from the newspapers. We derive and discuss them a little bit. We break them down into the simplest language possible and derive some prelims based questions from those articles, so that it will give you the idea how the prelims based questions could come from the news articles which are daily in the news. And the another set of questions which we solve here is from the static topic. We had started discussing the static topics also in this video, and we had started with Indian polity. Every day we discuss some part of some small topics in the Indian polity, and today we are going to discuss the acquisition of citizenship by registration and derive some prelims based questions from that, so that this includes this is what we include in this video, these questions from the static topic. And after we finish our discussion with respect to the current affairs and the static topic, at the end of our session we discuss few previous year questions too, so that it will give you the proper idea how the questions do actually come in the news and what can be the methods and ways by which you can solve those questions. So this is all about this initiative. I would like to request you guys, please do watch the full video. It may seem boring, it may seem humbling, but trust me, once you will watch the full video, it will be very much helpful for you, because in it we will contain different types of questions which can be useful for your prelims, next year's prelims exam. So please do watch the full video. And also I would like to request you guys, if I was at your place, what I will do, I will start noting down these questions somewhere in my notebook, or at least take the screenshot of these questions. When our exams would be near and you would want to revise your current affairs, and if you know about it, it is very hectic to revise the current affairs in a very little span of time. So at that time it would be easy for you. If you have these questions, you would just revise those questions. These questions would definitely connect you with the current affairs, and also it will boost your confidence before entering the exam hall. So it would be very much beneficial for you if you have these questions. And also, as we are taking it from the sources which are required for your preparation, who knows, many questions will coincide with these questions in your exam, and it will benefit you in the best way possible. So please do write down these questions somewhere, or at least take the screenshot of these questions. And also I would like to request you guys, please do subscribe the channel and share it with your friends, so that they may also get benefited from this initiative. So with this, let us start with our first topic, which is the Commission for Air Quality Management. So why we had taken this topic here? Because the Supreme Court, they had questioned the working of the Commission for Air Quality Management, what they are doing, how much they are successful in containing the pollution in Delhi and nearby states. So about this Commission for Air Quality Management, it becomes very much important for us for our prelims preparation. Let us try to know what it is about. This Commission for Air Quality Management, it was proposed in 2021. It was given this, it is a statutory body. It came under, it comes under the Commission for Air Quality Management in National Capital Region and Adjoining Areas Act 2021. So under this act, it becomes the statutory body. So what does it do? It has under its control, it can issue the orders. It can, if any state, if any place is not following its orders, it can punish them. And similarly, it can issue the rules with respect to that. And its main function is to curb the pollution in the Delhi and nearby states. So also its jurisdiction has been expanded to other states too. So this is in a nutshell about this Commission for Air Quality Management, and about this we will learn by question more about it. when we will solve the prelims based question, the quiz question on it, we will learn more about it. I think this is in nutshell about the context of this article. Then the another article which was in the news is about the Russia India economic relationship. Actually in this article it tried to show us how initially, how for many years, we have been the strategic partners. Russia has helped us in our nuclear program, it has helped us in the space industry too, but still our trade relations were very limited. For lot of time, for a huge time span, our trade relations were very much limited. But once Russia got involved with money conflicts, and once the sanctions were put on it, the trade relation between India and Russia has increased to many times. Especially from the Russia-Ukraine war, when the Western countries started putting sanctions on them, Russia has shifted its trade market towards the Asian markets. It has started its trade relationship with China and India to the highest level possible. So right now, if we look at the condition of the trade between Russia and India, it is about 50 billion current trade. In it, we should note one thing, that India is from the deficit side. We are not exporting that much to Russia. In fact, we are importing huge amount of oil from Russia. So because of that, there is a trade deficit, and we are working on it. We are very much confident that by 2030 we will increase our trade relationship with with Russia. It would be about more than $100 billion, and our export will also increase by time. So in this article, it was in a nutshell about how the trade relationship is between India and Russia, how it has increased since there has been sanctions from the Western world on Russia. As earlier, Russia has focused on Western markets only. They had least focused on the Asian markets, except China. But after those sanctions, they had shifted their approach towards the Asian markets, and now they are trading with the Asian countries, especially China and India. And India has been highest recipient of their imports. Now India is working on exports too. So this is in a nutshell about this article, on which we are going to solve a prelims based question in the next slide. So I hope you had got the basic idea behind it. Then the another article which was in the news is about the Zinjam International Seaport. This is very much important international seaport for us. It is being built in Kerala, in Thiruvananthapuram. Thiruvananthapuram. It is being built there. It is in Kerala. It is a new mega seaport. It will handle large container ships. Earlier all the seaports in our country, they were not able to handle the large container ships. So for that we depended on Colombo, we depended on UAE and other seaports nearby our country. So this would be the turning point in the Indian maritime trade. So this becomes very much important. We should know where this seaport is located. It becomes very much important for us. So with this, we will solve a prelims based question and get more idea about it. After that, there was another article related to the Nagapattinam Kanisanthural ferry. It was earlier, it was a connectivity project ferry between, Chennai, between India and Sri Lanka, between the Tamil Nadu state and the Jaffna region of Sri Lanka. But it would be because of some conflicts, it was, stopped. This ferry was stopped, but again India is looking to revive it. Both the countries are looking to revive this ferry. So this becomes very much important for us, for our prelims. We should know that which two states does it connect, and especially between which two countries, we should know about it. After that, there was another article in the news. It was about the election commission. It has asked Maharashtra government about that. They had ordered Maharashtra government with respect to the transfers of some officials, and Maharashtra government did not abide it by their orders. So here what we come to know, that under election commission, they have the control over the transfer orders of the officials during the elections, so that elections would be more transparent, so that the bureaucratic pressure would be least on the elections. It would be least rigged. Because of that, it has been under Article 324. The election commission, they have this power that they can issue orders to the respective states for the transfer of their officials, as they seem fit. After that, there was another article. It is about the mountain peak in Arunachal Pradesh. There was a mountain peak in the Himalayas of the Arunachal Pradesh, which was not yet there was nobody was reached to that peak. So the Indian team from the National Institute of Mountaineering and Adventure Sports, they had reached there, and now India is about to make its name, and the name which has been named for that mountain peak is Sangyang Gyatso Peak. It is after the Buddhist monk who is sixth Dalai Lama. So it becomes a little bit controversial right now, because China, as we know that China has not recognized Arunachal Pradesh being the part of India. They still think that it is the part of the Tibet. So they have raised a question over the naming of this mountain peak, which India has named as Sangyang Gyatso. So we should know about it. This becomes very much important. This may be asked. It has huge chances that this question may be asked in the prelims about this mountain peak, Sangyang Gyatso. After that, there was another article. It is about the Finland, as they had decided the location of NATO military base, as recently they had joined with the NATO, and the location base which they had decided is Mikali. It is a town there. So this Mikali becomes important for our prelims. They may ask you this Mikali, it was a region recently in the news where it is located, so we should know that where this place is located in. After that, this is all about what is important in the current affairs today. Once we will complete the questions with respect to the current affairs, we will go to the static part, which is citizenship, and we will discuss the topic which we have to discuss today in it, and finally we will discuss few previous year questions. With this, let us move to the first question here, and let's try to solve that question. Here the first question is about the Commission for Air Quality Management in the National Capital Region. Let us see what the question says. It says, consider the following statements, regarding the Commission for Air Quality Management in the National Capital Region. So let's try to understand more about the Commission for Air Quality Management in the National Capital Region of Delhi. The first statement, the Commission was established to oversee and improve air quality in the NCR and adjoining areas. 100% correct, nothing wrong with this statement. So this statement is correct. Statement 2, it has the authority to impose penalties on industries and local bodies. 100% correct, for non-compliance with the air quality standards. This is also correct, nothing wrong with this statement. Statement 3, it says the Commission is responsible for developing a comprehensive action plan to address air pollution at both regional and local levels. 100% correct. So for this question, all the three statements are correct, and from the code given below, the correct code would be option C. So for this question, the correct answer is option C. With this, I hope you had understood the topic. You had got the basic idea why it was in the news and basic idea about it. We discussed it is a Commission for Air Quality Management is a statutory body. It comes under Commission for Air Quality Management, Index Air Quality Management in NCR and adjoining areas Act 2021. Because of this act, it has been given the statutory status. So we should know about this. Usually UPSC may ask you whether it is a constitutional body or any other body. So we should know about these things. With this, let's move to the another question. Here it says, it is a direct question. We had discussed it. It is with respect to the India-Russia trade. As we know, the current trade route through Suez Canal is very much lengthy for India, and because of that, the costs has increased. So India and Russia, they are looking for an alternative route, which is Chennai and Vladivostok. That's answered this question. I in fact answered it in a different way. Let's see what this question says. It says Chennai Vladivostok is a proposed maritime trade route between India and which country? 100% Russia is the correct answer, as we had already discussed it. In fact, when I tried to solve this question, I named it as a Russia-India project. So this is 100% correct, that it is the proposed maritime trade route between Russia and India. So with this, let's move to the another question on the next. It says it is about the Vizinjan International Seaport, it is located in which Indian coastal state? So we should know that in which Indian coastal state it is located. It is the mega project which will host this project will host a huge cargo ships. So with respect to this, we should know that it is between it is found in which Indian coastal state? Is it Tamil Nadu? No. Is it West Bengal? No. Is it Maharashtra? No. Is it Kerala? 100% correct. So for this question, the correct answer is option 4. With this, let's move to the another question. It is about Nagapattinam Kankesenthural is an old connectivity ferry between India and, we should know that it is between India and Sri Lanka. So we discussed about it as India and Sri Lanka are about to restore it. So this is an old connectivity ferry between India and Sri Lanka. In Tamil Nadu and Jaffna region, it connects the Nagapattinam of Tamil Nadu and Jaffna region of Sri Lanka. So we should know about this. I hope by solving this question you had got the basic idea about the Nagapattinam Kankesenthural project. With this, let's move to the another question. It is about Mikali, a region recently in news, is located in which country? Is it located in Switzerland? No. Is it located in Poland? No. Is it located in Germany? No. Is it located in Finland? 100% correct. It is located in Finland. So it is a very straightforward question we discussed as Finland has noted the area for the NATO base, and they had decided Mikali, which is a region there, as the NATO base, which is very much near to the Russia. It is said that it is only 200 kilometers away from Russia. So it becomes important for our prelims exam. With this, let's move to the last question of today's discussion. It is about the Election Commission of India. A basic knowledge about which of the following statements about the Election Commission of India are correct. It is a very basic knowledge question. Let's solve this question. The first statement, it says the Election Commission is responsible for administering elections in India at both the central and state levels. 100% correct. The Chief Election Commissioner is appointed by the President of India and can be removed only through a process similar to that of removing a Supreme Court judge. 100% correct. Statement 3. The Election Commission has the authority to regulate political party funding and ensure transparency in electoral process. 100% correct. So with respect to this question, the correct statement is option C. With this, we complete today's discussion with respect to the current affairs. I hope you had got the basic idea about the current affairs, and you had got the basic idea how questions could be framed from the current affairs for your prelims exam. With this, let's move to the next part of our discussion, which is discussing the static topic. And today's static topic is acquisition of citizenship by registration. In our constitution, acquisition of citizenship by registration has been given under our laws, and let's see how a person can acquire the Indian citizenship by registration. As it directly says there that the central government may register as a citizen of India any person not being an illegal migrant. He should not be the illegal migrant if he or she belongs to any of the following categories. Now let's have a look at the categories. There are almost 7 categories given here in the book. Let's have a look at it. First category is that a person should be of Indian origin who is ordinarily residing in India for 7 years. A person is an Indian origin, he is residing in India for 7 years before he is making an application for registration. He would be granted citizenship by the central government via registration. Then the second criteria is a person of Indian origin who is ordinarily residing in any country or place outside undivided India. So any ordinary citizens, any person of origin who's a person of Indian origin who is residing outside the country, but not to those countries who are not divided, who came out of the India, for example Bangladesh or Pakistan. They have to go for the other process, which is the naturalization. Here by registration they can't apply through registration, they can apply through naturalization. So for them, if any person who is any Indian origin person who is residing outside India but not to those countries who are who are divided from India, for example Bangladesh and Pakistan, he can register through registration. If he does not belong to any of these two places, he is not residing in any of these two places, then he can register through registration. Then the third criteria is a person who is married to a citizen of India. For example, any person who is married to a citizen of India and is ordinarily residing in India for 7 years before making an application for registration. Similar provision as we saw in the first criteria, that for example you are married to any foreign person and she or he is living in our state, in our country for 7 years before applying for the citizenship, then she can be granted citizenship by registration. Then the another criteria is minor children of persons who are citizens of India. Those minor children of Indian citizens can apply by registration. Fifth, a person of full age and capacity whose parents are registered as citizens of India. For example, a person of full age, he has not registered in any form, he can but his parents are citizens of India, he can register by registration. Then sixth is a person of full age and capacity who or either of her parents was earlier citizen of independent India and is ordinarily resident in India for 12 months immediately before making an application for registration. And it further says, if for example any citizen whether his parents were citizens of India and he is residing in India, a person of full age and capacity who or either of his parents, मतलब कि वो या उसके parents, if they were the earlier citizens of independent India and is ordinarily residing, and now he is ordinarily residing in India for 12 months immediately before making an application for registration, then he can apply through registration. Then the last criteria which is given, that a person of full age and capacity who has been registered as an overseas citizen of India card holder for 5 years. He has been registered as an overseas citizen of India card holder for 5 years and who is ordinarily residing in India for 12 months before making an application. For example, there is a person who has the overseas who is an overseas citizen of, and he is the Indian card holder for 5 years. He can apply for the citizenship before for at least 12 months he has to stay in India, then he can apply for the citizenship for the registration. So these are the ways by which a person can acquire the citizenship of India by registration through these means. A question can come to your mind, who are these origin? We had discussed that a person should be the Indian origin. Who are these? Should we include the people living in Pakistan and Bangladesh as they were initially the Indian origins? Should we include them also? But it is clearly mentioned here that they did not add into the persons of origin, because as it says, a person shall be deemed to be of Indian origin if he or she or either of their parents was born in undivided India, not the divided India. मतलब कि पाकिस्तान और इंडिया का बांग्लादेश का पार्ट छोड़ के अगर वो पैदा हुए थे इंडिया में, then or in such other territory which became part of India after the August 15, 1947, then they would be deemed as Indian origin. So this is about acquisition of citizenship by registration. I hope you had got the basic idea about it. Now let's try to solve a question on this topic and get more brief idea about it. Here the question says, which of the following statements regarding the acquisition of citizenship of India by registration are correct? First statement, a person of Indian origin who is a citizen of another country can acquire Indian citizenship by registration. 100% correct, we discussed that. Second, spouses of Indian citizens can apply for Indian citizenship through registration after residing in India for a period of 7 years. 100% correct, nothing wrong with this statement. Statement 3, the registration process for acquiring Indian citizenship is overseen by the Ministry of Home Affairs. 100% correct, nothing wrong with this statement. So for this question all the statements are correct, and from the code given below the correct code is option C. So with this we complete today's discussion with respect to the static topic 2. Now let's go to the last part of our discussion, which is solving the previous year questions. Here the first question is a statement from the Atchison. What he said, he was the governor of Punjab. let's discuss about his statement. He says, in this instance we could not play off the Mohammedans, which are Muslims, against the Hindus, to which one of the following events did this remark of acquiescent state. So we have to see on which event did he state this statement. Is it revolt of 1857? No. Is it Champaran Satyagraha? No. Is it August movement? No. It is definitely Khilafat and cooperation, non-cooperation movement. So for this question, the correct statement is option C. Now with this, let's move to the last question of today's discussion. Let's have a look at it. Let's see what does it say. Question says, which one of the following is not the feature of Government of India Act of 1835? You know, we had discussed these acts. I think if you had followed my videos, you would definitely know that it is related to let's have a look at the features here. Diarchy at the center as well as provincial provinces. Let's keep it here. A bicameral legislation, 100% correct. A provincial autonomy, 100% correct. And all India federation, 100% correct. So diarchy at the center as well as provinces, it is totally incorrect, because at the provinces it was changed. It was actually introduced in Government of India Act 1919, but it was changed to the provincial autonomy in 1935. So statement 1 is totally incorrect with respect to the features of Government of India Act of 1935. So with this, we complete today's discussion. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was helpful for you, please do like the video. Please write your comments. They are very valuable to us. Give us the suggestions, what else should we bring for you. And if there is a need for a change of medium or a change of way I speak here, please do write that also in the comments, so that I will improve on my teaching skills. By this, thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you very much for staying with me.